We've all seen the memes. Jarvis clips that, or Jarvis remove his balls, or Jarvis... So I've decided I'm going to make a real Jarvis AI to use in Marvel Rivals. I want this Jarvis to do things like clipping gameplay or typing in chat for me, or... Let's not get into that just yet. The programming language I decided to use for this is Python, which I've never used before, so that's a little bit concerning. I considered using a pre-existing AI model and trained it to send back specific responses which we can then use to activate our Python code, which sounds good on paper, but I think I have a better idea. We fake it. This isn't Iron Man, baby, this is Metal Man, part machine, all dog shit. See, I'm going to create an AI without the I, an artificial if you will. By simply looking for specific words from voice commands and activating their functions accordingly, we can make our own voice-operated Jarvis AI. Sounds easy enough. First things first is getting Jarvis to speak. So I downloaded a basic Python text-to-speech library. Boom, Jarvis can now speak.
Hello world, I already hate you.
Like father, like son, buddy. Now to make Jarvis actually hear me, I decided I'm going to use Google's speech recognition. It's Google, how can it ever be bad? Jarvis, clip that. What the f*** do you mean Travis Scott? Next, I made a simple program to make Jarvis speak when he hears specific words. Hello, Jarvis.
Hello, it's time to eat butts and kick nuts, bitch.
Now with Jarvis's 2 collective brain cells running, it's time to make him be able to type stuff. Probably shouldn't have done that. So after downloading the PyInput library, which conveniently does just that for me, Jarvis can now type as a keyboard. Next, I did the same thing for my mouse. Now, this should make it go to the middle of the screen. How does that even? But then I realized it's because I have a dual monitor setup, so after downloading a basic GUI library, it fixed the issue. I didn't even use it. It's magic, it's black magic. Now with all of Jarvis's senses ready, it was time to make him interact with the game. I want Jarvis to be able to speak in the game chat, which has 2 modes. One mode for talking to the entire match, and one for talking to just your teammates. So I got to work, crafting and refining a function that would let me send a message in either chat modes. And this is slightly complicated because not only do I have to switch between chat modes, I also need to keep track of which chat I'm currently on and use that information to determine whether or not we'll switch modes. The input required here is pretty straightforward. Enter to open chat, tap to switch modes, and enter again to send. By adjusting those 3 inputs as well as the message to be sent, I was able to create a fairly competent chatting mechanism. Now for Jarvis to actually understand what I want to send, I first tried doing something like, Jarvis, send hello world in chat for me, and he'd like filter out the extra words on his own, which could work but would require that very specific syntax to work, which just feels too robotic. So instead I opted to make him go into a sort of chatting mode whenever he hears words like chat, text, send, and if in that same command he hears team chat or match chat, he'd automatically adjust and send it to that channel, which is really cool. Jarvis, send something in team chat.
What would you like me to send, sir?
A testing message. Jarvis, send something in match chat for me.
What would you like me to send, sir?
Another testing message.
Switching to match chat.
Send something in chat for me.
What chat do I send it to, sir?
I am amazing. I also gave him the ability to cancel commands when he hears words like scratch that, never mind, or cancel. Send a message in team chat.
What would you like me to send, sir?
Never mind.
Canceling.
Next, I want Jarvis to insta-lock Iron Man for me, because even so barely anyone uses Iron Man, I will make sure no one does. By default, Iron Man is just outside of reach, so I need to move to his position, scroll upwards, and then head to confirm. And by doing some very intense calculations, okay, it should go here. No, that's not it. I finally got it to do the correct movement. Then I went to test it in game, and disaster struck. Insta-lock.
Insta-locking Iron Man.
Why is it not working? Type in team chat.
What would you like me to send, sir?
Please work. Oh no. I looked up possible solutions. I implemented everything I could, but to no avail. I guess this is it. I'm just gonna have to quit on my Jarvis dream. You're watching the fucking video. Of course I'm gonna continue. I realized that this game filters out any kind of software input, probably a feature of their anti-cheat. So we'll need to use something a little bit more hardware-y. This is an Arduino. It does shit. The problem is that the model I own cannot act as a keyboard, and God knows I'm not paying that much. Luckily though, by short-circuiting it, we can access its microprocessor and upload some magic hacker stuff and make it act like a keyboard. And by testing it on the game, it does register. Yippee! Problem solved, right? Not even close. Since Arduino is being read by my laptop as a keyboard, it can no longer be accessed as an Arduino, and thus we cannot send information to it. Lucky for me, I have two. Oh, no. By using two Arduinos, we can use one to communicate with the code and relay that information to the second one, which will type out whatever it receives. To connect the two Arduinos together, we'll use some software black magic stuff to emulate the same serial connections the Arduino has with the laptop, and just connect them together with a jumper wire. Now this approach leads to a significant amount of delay, and there's nothing I can do about it, so suck it up. So for hours upon hours, I kept testing and tweaking the code and tweaking myself. And as you can imagine, debugging three separate codes working together was one I can't even access properly without any tutorials or online documentation, since no one was ever stupid enough to try this. Yeah, I lost my sanity and a few years off of my life expectancy. But eventually, I made a breakthrough. Now, sadly, I don't have a third Arduino to act as a mouse, so we'll just have to scratch that idea. So instead of insta-locking Iron Man, we're gonna add freaky mode.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
In-game, if you spam right-click, Iron Man will do a rather suggestive gesture. By remapping this move from a mouse button to a keyboard button, we can now do this. Activate freaky mode. I then wrote a function for Jarvis to read out my system stats, like GPU temperature or usage.
GPU usage is 32%, GPU temperature is 52.0 C, CPU usage is 7.1%, RAM usage is 75%.
But Jarvis feels that he doesn't interact with me very well, so I gave him the ability to respond to common phrases, like greetings or expressions of gratitude. By randomly choosing one of 5 predetermined responses, Jarvis now feels a lot more alive. Hello, Jarvis.
Good to see you. How's it going?
That's my boy. I then gave him the ability to play sound effects, which might have been a mistake on my end. Play fart. Next, I decided to do something a little bit devious, a little bit of trolling, if you will. I gave Jarvis the ability to blame specific team roles for me, like healers or DPS or tanks. Much like the logic I used with our pre-existing greetings function, I gave Jarvis a few predetermined responses to each specific team role, and on command, he will select a random one of these responses and send it in the team chat using our pre-existing chat functions. Blame supports.
Blaming supports, sir.
I also gave Jarvis an interesting feature to troll online players. Leak his address.
192.168.64.71.
And for dramatic effect... Now this brings me to the one feature that might actually be useful. Clipping gameplay, which I decided to do using OBS's replay buffer, which will constantly record my screen and keeps the last determined amount of seconds saved in memory in case I want to save it. So I wrote the code for it, and Jarvis, clip that.
Saving clip.
No way. No way that actually worked. No way that actually worked. Now, one last thing I tried to change was Jarvis's voice to actually match the one in the movies. And after looking into it extensively, and I mean like police rectum search level of extensively, it would seem that all options for an AI generated voice for Jarvis would be a non-financially responsible decision. I did find one guy who made an AI generated voice of Jarvis for a car navigation app that can warn you of police presence.
GPS scanning has concluded that the authorities are positioned nearby. Be cautious, sir.
I just had to share that with you. Now, with Jarvis finally complete and ready to go, it was time to actually test him in-game. Hello, Joni.
Hi, Mom. I'm famous.
Hey there. What's up?
I'm not talking to you. Basically, I made kind of a fake Jarvis AI thing. He does stuff. He can also like type stuff in chat, so I will... Okay, I'm actually getting some.
What chat do I send it to?
No. Never mind, Jarvis, cancel.
Ooh, I just killed some guy on 200 ping.
Okay. Who killed me? Okay, it was Punisher. Jarvis, send a message in match chat for me.
What would you like me to send, sir?
Count your days, Punisher.
Switching to match chat.
Oh shit. Count your days, Punisher. He close enough. Thank you, Jarvis.
Jarvis, why are you so dumb?
It's my pleasure, sir. Blaming support. Sir. Switching to team chat.
Did that silent probably just escaped actually? Oh, never mind, she's right here. Jarvis, clip that.
Saving clip.
Jarvis, how's my system doing?
GPU usage is 58%.
Okay, that's actually not bad.
66.0 C. CPU usage is 34.3%. RAM usage is
hell?
95.6%.
Okay, my RAM is absolutely horrendous. Right, guys, Jarvis, play Scream. Play Scream. Yes. Oh, we won already. Jarvis, send a message in match chat.
What would you like me to send, Sir.
Good game.
Switching to match chat.
I mean, he did clip, but I mean, I want an. You f***ing bastard!
Hey, Jarvis.
Jarvis sent a message in team chat. Let me have Iron Man, or I swear to God, I will be under your bed tonight.
Already a threat though.
Oh, he registered it perfectly. He sent it in match chat. We were like in match chat last team. Okay, whatever. It's not a big deal. Anyways. What the f***? Try telling me a joke. Try telling me a joke.
Where are average things made?
Probably your mother's womb, but...
Okay.
Jarvis laughed.
Okay.
Jarvis, leak his IP address.
192.168.227.87.
Eat his ass.
Activating.
Wait.
Come to Iron Diddy. Right in the corner.
Jarvis, never girlfriend.
Probably Friday. Clip that.
Saving clip.
That was good.
Ooh.